Okay, call the meeting to order. Yeah, so like, we have any public participation, the reporters or any comments?
Oh, I'm a resident of Huntington Township.
Okay,
Yeah, I record all the meetings, well, of the board. And this is my first time here, so.
okay, we'll have the, reading of the minutes from the auditor approval meeting. Am I reading this right?
Introductions, I don't know who any of you are. Minutes, go over the minutes. They're underneath.
Yeah. I'm Laura Hoak.
Oh, okay. We met.
Did you read aloud or what?
Motion to accept the minutes.
Someone make a motion to accept the minutes?
I can't, right?
Right. She wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I will.
Election. Election.
Oh, somebody make a motion. Did somebody make a motion to accept the minutes or?
I made a motion.
Oh, I didn't hear it, okay, I'm sorry. You're on the deaf side. Election of officers 2024.
I'd suggest for the officers this year, being Pam's the newbie on the block,
Laura.
that she's Pam's position. Is
Okay.
that, what do you call it? Alternative?
No, I was actually elected.
She's elected now.
Well, I know, but I mean, keep it the same as we had it, with Ken as the chairman, and I'm the secretary. And
And so Laura will be.
with her learning the ropes, just,
I'll be the grunt.
all right. I make a motion that we do that, and
A second.
Open, discussion subjects, supervisor's recommendations, do we have any?
okay, supervisor, just read the supervisor's recommendations that were handed out to you by Pat. They're on that one, that sheet right there.
Does everybody have a copy of this?
Right here. So in other words, they gave everybody a 4% raise. And then for the head roadmaster, they gave, also gave Charles King the 4%.
They didn't give him 4%, they gave him 3%.
Now I make a motion that we accept their suggestion.
For all of them?
Any discussion on that?
That's not fair.
Anybody disagree with the 4%?
Do we have a second?
Normality rates are, they set at 67%, and the treasurer's bond at 1.4 million. Is that right?
Yeah,
They're getting too high for me.
I know, you got the financial report there? We don't have 1.4 million.
I will have given a
But
Yeah, but it's over the one, so you need to, you know.
Yes, and
Watch
we'll
your
we'll be
P's
getting
and
hundred
Q's.
and 67,000 from liquid fuels in March, so that'll be going to there. And, just to decrease by 100,000, by the time they get done with that, what do they call that thing, you know, they'll take a year off, but then they gotta add because they did the work. You're not saving like $67 or something, it's a difference. So just let it at 1.4, and you don't have to deal with the paperwork or any of the stuff going back and forth to them.
Yeah, because like, we're not really setting that stuff, it's already,
It's
it's already a done deal, but
well, we
that's just to let us know,
yeah, we
right?
gotta, no, you guys gotta approve the 1.4. The supervisors recommend the 1.4, you guys gotta approve it. And, you know, and then we send it on H.A. Thompson.
Hmm?
The bond.
Okay, I'll make a motion.
Second it.
Moving on.
Tentative date to begin the 23rd, 2023 audit.
Okay. I was hoping for January's 20th or 27th. 27th, at least have a little bit to get a jump start. I mean, because, you know, April 1st comes up quick. So you want to start 27th?
I'm good. It's a Saturday?
Yep.
Okay. It's a date.
Mark it on your little handy dandy calendar.
What's the date, 27th?
Yep,
Oh, that's
right here
nice.
it is. This one.
What time?
9 a.m. good for you?
Yeah, that's 10? Nope, 9 a.m.
Alrighty.
I'll let the
Works
key in the
for
ring
me.
belt. You have a key, don't you, Susie?
She's writing.
She can hear. Susie,
Alrighty.
you have a key.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, we won't set the alarm.
Oh, okay.
That Friday night when I leave, I won't set the
So all I
alarm.
gotta do is,
Yeah.
I had it written down somewhere, but I forgot what it was. Okay, tax collector's records. You wanna get Roxy's phone number and call her?
Yes.
Alrighty.
You'll have to wait till they come back from the county. They go to the county first to be.
Yeah, she does a good job with her organization. I mean, her books are always nice and organized,
Call to get her report.
fairly easy. Okay, so that's going to you. What's next, Ken?
You did say tax collector's records to audit, right? Deadline for 2023
The deadline?
audit? Huh?
The deadline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what, March or?
Everything's gotta be done, obviously, it's gotta be handed in April 1st. They didn't change that.
So you would want it done before that?
Yes. So I'm looking at tentatively having our approval meeting. Come on. March 23rd, but if we run into anything, March 30th. Because I got, like I said, that Monday I'll have to be at the courthouse.
Well, why don't we go the 16th and then that don't work?
Are you kidding me, girl?
Okay. township done?
Um,
You have no idea who you're dealing with.
Yeah, probably a mirror image.
Okay, no.
Sorry, I'll leave it at that. Okay, we're gonna try it to be finished by the 23rd and have the approval meeting on the 23rd.
Okay.
However, if anything, we run into anything, then it definitely will be the 30th.
Yeah, go ahead.
Then you gave me a pen that doesn't work.
I don't like blue. Sit down, where's my hat?
And what time is that? 9 a.m.?
Yep. Well, sometimes that one, depending on how,
Okay.
you know, our hours are actually thrown up in the air.
Okay, hang on.
If you can't make it, just have to each other.
Yeah. I'll give you my
phone.
phone.
If you don't make it, or especially, didn't wake up. I'm good for that one.
And we'll have to know that in advance because that is a public meeting.
There.
Oh, yeah. I have your address.
Okay. Can I bring donuts?
Do what?
Bring donuts.
Go ahead.
When you say the deadline was?
And I can't hear you for
No, I
nothing.
say, when did you say the deadline was? What date, March?
The deadline's actually legally is April 1st to be turned in. But
Okay.
we're gonna either be done by the 23rd,
Or the 10th, okay.
Or the 3rd.
All right, I'm with you, yeah.
30th at the latest.
So we got plenty of time. Told Rome the truth don't rise. Any public participation?
Yes, please. I don't know anyone on the board. I did meet Ms. Hoak previously. Would you just let me know your names?
Oh, Ken Cronister?
Oh, okay, Cronister.
Susie Heilman.
Okay, and I do have a question for you. So as elected officials, and as a matter of full disclosure and transparency, are any of you related to any other township elected official or employee?
No?
No? Okay, so I did want to know kind of what your duties are. I was going to ask questions about what records you actually look at. Specifically, I mean, do you just go over certain checking accounts? Exactly what is the procedure?
Everything.
Oh, okay, so Pat has to get you all the information as
Yes.
far as banking statements, et cetera. Because because I have witnessed at public meetings, Mark Lear, who was supervisor, had brought up the fact that, and this was at BOS meetings, and he received no response from Geis or Jeffrey King about why Chuck King, the roadmaster, was paid for a holiday. In our right to know request,
Right now,
yeah,
actually,
yeah,
we really, all we have involved, all our involvement can only be those books. It cannot be anything that goes on in
no,
the
but this is
town.
what I mean, like, I'll explain, like I said, this is what I'm wondering, because I was told, like Mr. Lear had previously indicated, that roadmasters have to come to the auditors for any kind of raises, is that true?
Supervisor roadmasters,
Okay, all right,
not the
thank you.
roadmasters.
Oh, because he was a
Any
supervisor? Okay, all right, that's good. Now, one of the things though, because there's supposed to be a probationary period, and you three as auditors are kind of the gatekeepers between the township and the residents that pay the taxes. And the probationary period, and I did get through the right to no request, the handbook. It indicates all new employees will be subject to a 90-day probationary period during which their job performance will be evaluated and benefits will be discussed and set to eligible employees by their immediate supervisor and the Board of Supervisors. So in emails between Pat and Pat Davis and PSATs, the first day of work for Roadmaster King was January 3rd.
Ma'am,
Yeah,
we cannot hear that. We are
Okay.
not to be involved in any
so I have to go
township
back to the board.
business.
Okay, no problem. I do have, so what about, do you check timesheets of the employees?
Yes.
And, okay, so that's a second question I have.
We just check the mathematics on it, nothing else.
Okay, so, but as auditors, is any of your duties to make sure that the timesheets, okay, I'll explain. According to the policy manual, they're supposed to sign in. They're supposed to sign their time. Now, this is not a policy, but when I was employed, I had to sign my timesheets. You know, when I received 3 months of their timesheets and the PennDOT time cards, it may be switched, one of them is called. There were no signatures on the timesheets. It was their hours worked. They also had no lunches. According to the policy, that is supposed to be the exception and not the rule. And they seem to, these employees, the timesheets that I got, indicate no lunch for 3 months. I realized the timesheets were from January through March. But the problem is, I understand if they have, snow plowing, etc. But on the PennDOT timesheets, they literally have to put what they did. And it was painting the shed post by the salt, etc. And there's all different little things, cleaning gutters, in March, etc. So I really feel that, especially auditors, you're supposed to, I would think, you would want to see that policy is also followed.
Well, we certainly
And if
aren't
you-
gonna follow him around to see what he's doing.
No, but I mean, as far as timesheets, like looking at timesheets, because, there's forensic CPAs and CPAs. I really have never been involved with an audit. I'm not into finances and stuff. But I would, as a taxpayer, I feel that you three are the gatekeepers. We have to depend on you to find, and there's plenty of municipalities where, and this is as example, I read an article today, and the treasurer was fired, and that's in, I say Dubois because I'm used to the French way, and I think it's Du Bois, Pennsylvania, out near Pittsburgh. They fired the treasurer because he was siphoning money off. And I'm not saying that's happening here. I'm just trying to explain why I feel you're gatekeepers. And their auditors never caught any of it, okay? And this was over, I think it was $800,000 he had taken over a period of time. And their attorney actually had to resign because the 3 new members at the reorganization meeting yesterday were probably going to fire her because while the treasurer was under investigation, she went into the city hall with a gift bag, and that's the way it was described in the paper. She went in with a gift bag. In a box was $993,000 in cash that was found in a United Way office somewhere. She never explained where she got that money. She told them this is the city money and we have to make sure it's put in. But that's why I feel you're gatekeeper. So that's why I'm trying to describe the issue as a person who researches and gets these documents. I kind of wonder about it because the the roadmaster is also supposed to sign the PennDOT timesheet. On none of those for 3 months that I have are any of them signed. They're signed by Jeff King, and I have them here, Jeff King, and
It sounds to me like there's certain things there may just be an oversight, certainly not something to attack somebody for.
I'm not attacking anybody. I'm questioning, and I'm trying to
Okay, so,
explain.
yeah.
I don't believe in personal attacks.
Well-
These are public officials.
Okay, yeah,
and
absolutely.
employees. They're public, you're all public servants. And I don't want you getting, defensive.
I'm not
I'm just
defensive.
trying to understand the system of the gatekeepers.
Okay,
And that's why I asked about relatives, if you're related to anybody, because
what
it's
do you mean by related and how?
Like-
Married?
whatever, like relate,
Cousins?
like, yeah, family. That's what and that just, you all answer no. And the thing is,
I am no blood to them.
oh, no, and you had to explain that. I'm talking,
Maybe, maybe not in this area.
I'm not from here, thank God.
but I'm trying,
I relate to a lot of people.
and I'm trying to learn what your duties are, because I came from a first-class county.
Well, then maybe you should go back to your first class county. This is Huntington, I don't mean that to be rude, but I mean, this is a little old Huntington Township.
Here.
See, this is why I've come for 2 years, because this is the way we're treated.
I'm not treating you
No,
anyway.
the way you said that to me, I'm very offended.
Ma'am, I'd like for you to have this, the auditor's guide. You have questions, the answers are in there. Please read it.
I mean, I think we're all here for the good of the township, right? Ultimately,
No,
that's what
yes, and that's what I mean. I find this group, except for your last comment, to be very agreeable and very open. And I appreciate that as a taxpayer and someone who wants to learn where your boundaries are, as opposed, like where your boundary is with the township supervisors, etc. Like I said, when I see timesheets not signed by the employee, I was in the private sector. I can't imagine anyone employed not having to sign their timesheet, because they're verifying, yes, this is the hours I worked. And in fact, only Paul Geist and Jeffrey King signed. Now, Jeff King, okay, I realize he's recused himself in votes, but to me, why is he signing his brother's and the other, Mr. Gasly's PennDOT timesheet?
Because Mark Lear refused to sign, and you gotta have 2 out of 3.
Well, what was the reason why he refused to sign those? Well, I don't want to get into that, because that's,
He didn't say, he
That's
just said
none
I'm
of
not
our
signing.
business and should not be brought up at this meeting.
no, that's what I mean. Like I
This is
said,
to do
excuse
with the
me?
audit.
What? No, that's what I mean. That's why I didn't ask her to say that. But that's what I mean. I'm trying to find out if you, as auditors, go in, do you check timesheets and wonder, there's a lot of overtime being paid because of those no lunch hours. And they're supposed to be, according to this, the township also understands that at certain times, employees may not take a lunch break and will be compensated for this. This is to be the exception and not the rule. 3 months of no lunches.
How much overtime was paid on those 3? Not one, I bet you there's no, let me see one.
I would rather speak to you 3, please.
We cannot.
No, and this is
we
what I
are
mean.
not able to get involved
no,
other
but I
than
mean-
the audit. That
Okay,
is-
I will
it is
read the
it
guide
is
to the
in
audit.
The
and-
bylaws.
Yeah, because one of the things is, when I bring things up at the board, I'm not answered. So I thought, I'd like to come here to learn what your duties are. So I will read that book, and then I will,
The only business we
I
have.
will do what I have to do.
township has to do with the audit and the audit only.
and by the way, I would like to come in and see that. I'll do a right to know request, and I want to look at the last 2 years, the final report. So I'll put an official right to know in for that, and then we could arrange when I could
It's
come.
been there all along.
Oh, I know. But I've been too busy, okay, with other things. So, but thank you. Thank you for introducing yourselves. I appreciate that because I wasn't even sure how many were on the auditor's board. So, thank you very much.
The only other meeting we will be having will be the auditor's approval meeting.
The auditor's approval, and what exactly is
When we
that?
approve the audit at the end, when we're finished.
Oh, so there's only 2 a
There's
year?
only 2 meetings.
Okay.
Just to let you know.
All righty.
The others, we are working.
Okay. All righty, that's good. Thank you.
Have a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.